Get Miss Natalie Nichole on here.
Oh, you're talking about me. Hey, everybody, what it do? It's your girl, Natalie Nichole, aka Miss Into 7, the Queen Dove. And we're here at 97.5, Everything Urban. And I'm about to do an interview. So I'm really excited about that. I'm going to talk about everything that's upcoming and get to host a little bit too. So we're excited. Stay tuned. Keep watching. It's your girl.
Man, we had so much fun last night before last at the Young Swag giveaway, the toy drive. How many toys did y'all end up giving away, Tyree?
They said we raised over 500.
500 toys?
Over 500, like 505, something around there.
That's amazing.
Yeah, over 500,
so,
yeah.
Is this your second or third year in it?
This is the fourth year.
To the mic for a minute.
Oh.
Step to the mic.
This is actually our fourth year.
Okay.
Doing the event.
Gotcha.
And last year we raised 475.
Word.
Yeah, so we topped this
year.
year.
Was exceeding goals this year.
Oh, yep.
That's what it's all about, man.
Yep,
and
absolutely.
to be there and see that real live, like people lining up at the door, being excited about that, and bringing toys, because sometimes events, people miss the point of it, and giving back was the important part of it.
Yeah.
I think that that it was a really special moment for us, to come to Kent County, not Kent Island, because we made that mistake.
Yeah, right.
But having see that real time and how something like that, where Young Swag as an artist is growing and he's evolving, with his dancing and his social media career and with Wildin' Out and all that. But I think the role he played with, how many artists was there? Bringing out that many artists to spotlight.
I want to say a total, we had about 9 performances.
9 performances?
Yeah, that includes Swag. So
and I'll tell you, I never heard of Yellow Zoo. He was super dope.
Yeah.
I never Callywood. I actually was made aware that's DJ Wiz's daughter.
Yeah, it is. It is.
And I actually connected with DJ Real through DJ Wiz because he hit me. He was like, "Yo, he wants to do a DJ mixer, et cetera, et cetera."
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it didn't blend together the way we wanted it to. But at this point, everything has a full circle because to be able to share the stage and do that kind of thing with C-Mac's performances and then Miss Natalie Nichole's performance was exceptional. Mm-hmm. So
Thanks.
Appreciate
that.
Yeah, no doubt. To be able to give back in that certain way, I know for you was special. I was saying when Swag was giving out the chicken sandwiches, I was standing back in the back with you and your wife, and you obviously proud at not only his parents, but what he's doing for the community and giving back and things.
Yeah.
Did you expect them to pull out them ones?
I did not. I actually did not. I did not.
It was a special
moment.
Not. I thought it was.
I did not.
Because you guys were cracking.
I knew he had talked to me about doing the whole chicken sandwich giveaway, which I was aware of that. I was not aware that he was going to throw out the money.
And then bringing out the Popeyes bag, he said, "Man, I ain't fooling with the Popeyes sandwich. Get that out of here." You know what I mean? Right. But it was a real special moment.
It was.
And then at the end, everybody came back together and took a picture on the stage. All the kids and all the people that were there, they came to the stage and took one big family photo. And then the let out, there was lots of people taking pictures. It was cool to see not only the experience with the kids and the adults and the people coming out in the community, but the interaction with the artists. You know what I mean? You made it real inviting. It was so Kent County, you had the little band room where you set up for the green room, and all the artists got to kick it, and we had an opportunity to mix and connect and conversate or whatever. That was cool in its own right. You feel me? Seeing that let out and everybody taking pictures at the end together, it really kind of came together. So. And the kid Arnstar, he killed it with the dancing, and he does both. Now, what was he's been on Wildin' Out too, and then he was he was on what's that hip hop show?
He's on he's actually on this season's Growing Up Hip Hop New York. Right now.
That's fire.
Yeah, him and Swag actually met through Wildin' Out.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. So he was on Wildin' Out. I want to believe it was season 13.
Yeah.
He was on there. And then, we all met and came together and built that friendship. Yeah. And then that's how those two met.
That's that, man. I tell you. And I think showcasing your two artists, too, was exceptional. You have CoverGirl and you have Miss Natalie Nichole, who we're going to talk to in a minute. Talk about them as artists and talk about Young Swag Entertainment, what you're trying to do. Because it's a little different talking to Young Swag because you're talking about him as the person and the personality. You're building something behind him with it, right?
Yeah, so basically, like, what the whole movement here with Young Swag Entertainment is trying to tap into each artist that we connect with and work with and use each other's platforms, to network. Because, in this music business, it's all about relationships and helping each other. And I just feel as though if we all come together and work as a team, everybody wins at the end of the day. And everybody has their own unique skill set and talent, and everybody can just build and grow off each other. So like, even with the toy drive thing, like, one of my whole vision with it was when I talked to Swag about doing it, was one thing important is we're giving back to the community, but also it gives upcoming artists and artists that really haven't touched the Maryland Eastern Shore area to really shed light on them and give them a presence out there to perform and just expand.
Yeah, I feel like that's a two-way street. People don't know enough about the Eastern Shore because the Eastern Shore is not reaching out. But when you get to a certain status as an artist, Eastern Shore is almost like riding through when you're going to Virginia Beach.
Right.
You're coming from Philly. And there is a lot of talent. There's a lot of dope places and venues and music potential on the Eastern Shore. So bringing it here, that's exceptional, man. Because that's what we try and do at the OG show for real.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
So. I think I've had an opportunity to do my research on Miss Natalie Nichole and her music, and obviously seeing her perform live the other night. But what was it that said, what, she's got to be a part of Young Swag Entertainment for you?
The thing that drew me to Natalie was, and I always said it all the time, is her ambition and hunger, and her work ethic is amazing. And that's one of the things that if I was already dealing with Swag and managing him, and I know how much time and energy it took
for sure
to put into it, and to see him grow and develop. And so to work with another person, I had to test Natalie out in the beginning, and she'll probably talk about I gave her certain tasks and stuff to complete just to see, if she complete. Well, no, not like that, not like that. But
he's lying.
Nah, but
I'm kidding.
She was on it, man, and I saw that, and I'm like, yo, this girl is hungry and she wants it, and those are the type of people that I want to work with and connect with. Because I know how hard I work. And just seeing her drive and ambition, I'm like, okay, this girl's got the talent, she got the style. All we gotta do is just package it up, right? And this girl's gonna be a star.
Well, that's what's up, man. I would definitely say that the get her on the OG show and have a conversation, man. That we like to think we're the first stop on a journey. So we're excited to have a conversation with you tonight. And Skeet, we welcome Miss Natalie Nichole to the building.
Oh, yeah, no doubt.
You know what I mean?
What do you do?
How you feeling?
I'm chilling.
Yeah?
I'm happy to be here.
So first things first, I love your hat.
Thank
the
you.
hat flavor, you know what I'm saying?
Thank you, New York.
You look like you on the road today. You been moving?
I was moving all day long and yesterday. Today we were at the studio for like 6 hours, so got a lot of work done.
That's not to say that you don't look well put together. So no.
You still got the.
You got the hat on.
Stay fresh though.
You know what I'm saying? you got the fly, but you look like you on the move.
Right.
So you say you was in the studio. Talk about that a little bit.
Oh man, we were in there for 6 hours. Definitely finished our EP that's coming out next year called 2020.
Okay.
So really, really excited about that. And then, as we were saying before, I started a little bit more of the mixtape that's gonna come after that. So we got so much work coming up. I mean, I write songs like nobody's business. I write songs like a flowing river. So it never stops.
Where you from? Because you got a little accent.
Do I?
Yeah, a little
really?
bit. Yeah.
Some people say I have one, and then some people say I don't.
See, and when we go out in the world on the Eastern Shore, Tyree, maybe you can attest to this. Our accent, Eastern Shore accent, they'll be like, "Where are you from?"
Yeah, y'all have one. I can tell y'all have one.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So where are you from?
I'm from Texas.
Oh, see, I knew.
You know I was from Texas?
It's a two-part. It's a double entendre. Women from Texas are confident.
Okay.
And they've got a very, just a strong presence. You feel me? So you most females, we've had to be like, talk a little closer to the mic. Bring your voice up a little bit.
Say what you check.
She's in it. Yeah, she's in it to win it, Tyree. I believe it, man. So talk about your style as an artist and what makes you separate in the R&B game.
Right. I feel like my style in particular is very raw. When you hear a Natalie Nichole song, you hear a true story. So I write songs about everything that I go through, and I date guys, when I date girls, when I break up with guys, when I break up with girls, when I'm going through some tough times. Sometimes there's inspirational songs, sometimes there's spiritual songs. I definitely believe in God, so we have a diverse selection when you listen to Natalie Nichole, but overall you obviously get the R&B, good soul vibes. A lot of people compare me to Mariah, some of the pretty stuff.
I was gonna say one thing that stuck out to me was your ability to hit those high notes in that setting. And to make no mistake, Kent County's a great venue, but it's not like a concert hall or something like that. It's a place where kids are gonna perform at their high school recitals or whatever. So like for you to hit them notes in that auditorium and be like, okay, she's sticking it right now. Like, that was dope. I was definitely impressed by that. So you said that falsetto style is something that you do.
I definitely do that, and I'm heavily influenced by Mariah, the greats, Whitney Houston, things like that. So, we add a little bit of all that together and you make who you are, of course. And I'm Natalie Nichole, and you get raw. You get the real.
That's what's up.
Yeah.
So let's do this thing, because I think that it's a perfect segue. This track you asked us to lead with is called Indecisive. Talk about that for a second.
Indecisive. Yeah, it was funny because Indecisive is actually almost like a prelude. It's not even like a real full song, but it's very repetitive on purpose because I didn't feel like it needed any meat to it as far as like any true depth, because the words are very selective on purpose, and I wanted the listener to feel what they wanted to feel to it instead of me putting the story in your brain.
Yeah, sometimes storytellers tell too much.
Right, exactly. So I wanted I wanted the listener to be like, yeah, oh, I feel this about this, instead of, oh, Natalie felt this. Okay. You know what I mean? So Indecisive is...
I like emotionally open people when they talk. You know what I mean? You get a lot of rappers on OG shows.
Oh,
Most of the time it's like, yo, I'm talking about the streets.
Right.
So like to talk about, pain, struggle, talk about what you are as an artist, that defines you in a certain way. So let's do this. I'm gonna let you make the introduction. We're gonna go right to it.
All right. Hey, what it do? It's your girl, Natalie Nichole, and you're about to listen to Indecisive.
Live 97.5, the OG show. Turn your radios up. This is an OG show exclusive. I think it definitely. We were talking off air, so I didn't really catch the song. And what we do on OG shows, we typically listen to them.
Well, I'll tell you what, A&D, I ain't hear nothing y'all said because I had.
You had your headphones on.
So I was tuned in.
All right, so give us your perspective.
Oh man, very dope. Like it's different. Like she says, raw. You know what I mean? Like you don't find it everywhere. Seriously, so.
Well, and Tyree, we were talking off air, and we lead in with this. How did you meet Natalie? What was that a process of? Because you were kind of chuckling at it, and you started explaining it. And we were like, yo, just go ahead and explain it on air.
All right. Well, I'm actually found Natalie through Instagram hashtag.
Okay.
And how that actually came about. We was in the process of looking to find a female R&B artist to put on a song with Swag, because we wanted him to start putting some diversity in his records.
Right.
And so we was trying to find some different female artists.
How long ago was this?
Now I want to say
8 months.
8 months.
Okay.
Yeah, about 8 months. That's when the whole Say My Name record.
Yeah.
So I found Natalie through a hashtag, actually.
That's
and through the Incredible hashtag, to be exact. Mm-hmm. And we had reached out to other female artists that were actually on like The Voice, and one girl was on the show The Four with Diddy is on, and she wanted to do the collaboration with Swag, but you got to go through so many stipulations of red tape with NBC,
right,
and Fox and all that. So
they got them pretty much sold up.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I said Swag. I said, well, I happened to stumble upon her on this Incredible hashtag one day, and I started seeing this girl kept posting a whole bunch of stuff about Incredible and Nick Cannon, and she was marketing all this. I was like, interesting. So I went on her page. Started looking at her, and okay, she got the look, she got the sound, okay. So I did some research, found her email, and I sent her an email, and see if she would be interested in doing a song with Swag. And we was trying to set something up when they went to Atlanta for a while now, but things didn't. We wasn't able to do it that time. Right. And then I want to say months later, Natalie hit me when the email saying she was still open to do it and ready to work, and she would drive to Maryland, whatever she needed to do to get here to still make that happen. And then that's how that happened. We met, and then from there, they did the record, Say My Name, and then we put that out. And then from there, I know she said that she was looking for someone to be a manager. Yeah. And then I already had, dealing with swag and stuff like that. So I was in 3 years, and I already had marketing and management skills. So I'm like, all right, well, I'll see what you can do. I'll take you under my wing, and then I'll see what we can build together.
No doubt.
Yeah.
So 8 months later, I mean,
Miss
Natalie is beaming. She obviously thinks highly of you. You feel what I'm saying? So and sometimes that's a tough relationship, that hurdle to get over. Once you get past that first, the introductory phase. That honeymoon phase of like dealing with people. And I don't mean to say it like every.
I don't trust him at all. Not at all. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I mean, as far as that's building a relationship. You're gonna have a period where it's like you feel really stepping into that relationship. Heavy, yeah, exactly. And then as time rolls along, things just people don't see eye to eye. Things could fall apart, Right. And for the fact that y'all are pushing a year strong, working and growing and building like y'all are, like that's a true testament to your skills as management. And and I've obviously praised you for how you handle swag. I didn't know until the second time he actually came down that he was Swag's dad. You know what I'm saying? Because he's a professional, and that's what it's all about. So I think that as far as that's concerned, having a good team makes you better as an artist for sure. So you was telling a little bit about your story on the come up, the rise. Start from the beginning.
Well, I grew up in Texas. I was born in Lubbock, Texas, and I was raised in San Antonio, Texas.
You Cowboys fan?
I don't really be watching like that, so I can't say I am. Okay. I'd rather play the sport than watch it. I'm sporty. I'm just sporty in general, so I just rather be outside playing than But so I was raised in San Antonio, Texas, and I have been doing like performing and all that stuff since I was a young kid. I was like 5 years old when I was already performing and doing things like that, and I've been writing songs since I was like in 6th grade, and all genres, not just R&B, but I did that. It was a part of organizations, gave back to my community, all that while I was going to school in high school and things like that. I had 2 albums that I released by myself independendly, which was really hard because I was...
So you was grinding in high school.
I was selling candy bars and stuff.
How old are you right now?
I'm in my 20s.
Okay.
We don't give an exact 20,
okay.
but we still in the early ones still.
Okay, gotcha.
We ain't that old.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we would sell candy bars like that, put on shows and concerts, kind of like the Young Swag event.
Yeah.
And but in San Antonio, and sold them on Ticketmaster and things like that. And me and my mother I got actually discovered by Adrian Almonte, who was off of a Disney Channel show. Mm-hmm. His name was Esteban Julio Ricardo De La Rosa Ramirez on the show. It was Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
And he discovered me. Yeah, I almost messed that up. He found me in Austin, and I was like the #1 pick out of 250 people. Yeah. And I auditioned. I got a scholarship to go to California. So I was like, yo, I can go to California and, make this a thing. He was like, yeah, we're going to have classes and things like that. So me and my mother made the decision. We're like, yo, let's sell everything and move to California. Mind you, we've obviously never lived anywhere other than Texas. Right. And Texas is very affordable. Right. Everywhere else in the world is not. So,
no doubt.
Right. So we saved money. We had a good amount of money saved up, thousands, and still somehow ended up coming into a rut. My mom lost one of her jobs. I was doing Uber. I was acting. I was, performing. I was writing songs for Empire, the TV show. I was singing background vocals for Tom Hanks' wife, Rita Wilson, and just doing a whole bunch of stuff, and she lost her job, and we made a decision because God told us to go to California. It wasn't just like, oh, let's just pick up everything and sell everything. It was like it was purpose driven. It was a testimony and a promise that God gave me. So I went and we did that, and we made the decision when it came down to it to sleep out of the car. And the crazy thing is we were homeless for like 11 months, and in that time, because I was doing so much work, acting and things like that, I met these awesome guys from a college, and they were in film school. So they had to do like an end of the year project.
Right.
And they were like, yo, hey, you were in one of our projects before. You want to be in a project that we have to do for the end of school? I said,
Right.
yeah, sure, but I'm kind of homeless right now. I don't really what do you want to do?
Right.
And they were like, whoa, really? That's even a better story. I'm like, okay. People are happy about this. That's great. So like, yeah, we'll do the story on you. So they ended up following me around. So there's a documentary on my Facebook that we premiered. It actually premiered originally in at the Writers Guild in Beverly Hills, and it won Best Documentary. It was nominated Best Documentary, and it won Best Directing. And it was on Mother's Day. It got a standing ovation, and it's very inspirational. It's basically real footage of me and my mother living out of our car and going to the gym and showering and, doing the grime. Waking up at 3 a.m, her going to her new call center job that she didn't like at all because it paid way less than her real job. She was a medical biller.
Right.
And then me waking up, going on my auditions, getting ready, and all that stuff.
That's dope.
Yeah.
No, I mean it's a raw. You said raw in the beginning. That's as raw as it gets, and I think that that maybe in that moment of being it premiered in Mother's Day, there's probably a duality in feeling it, expressing that raw. I'm sure your mother is not proud of being homeless at the time, but at the same time, you and her going against all odds and fighting to win. That really is a true testament to your grit and your determination. So, and a lot of artists find themselves in Hollywood, LA, out there, struggling, homeless, not knowing what to do. We were talking about, a good friend of ours, Mike, it took a period of time where he had to build himself up so that he wasn't living off of Airbnb and waiting for the next production check to come through and waiting for whatever he could do to, provide.
Right. Be more comfortable rather than, on
the
edge.
Yep. and I know in his case, he just got off of international tour, was out in Europe, you know what I mean? So he's doing it now. And
I think that what they say is you pay your dues.
Yeah, pay your dues.
And you really do. I mean, everybody who's great does. So I feel like, it's a part of the story. I think that's why when I was going through it, I didn't feel defeated. I just knew this is another stepping stone to the next level.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I think that you having that vision, that 5-year plan of it, if you will, and being cognizant of knowing that the next step doesn't come the way you want to, but if you put it in God's hands, it'll work.
It'll work out. Yeah.
So you said the documentary, and then fast forward to you said you had a relationship with Incredible, right? Right.
Yeah.
So talk about that a little bit.
So while I was homeless, at 1 a.m, randomly, this is the funny thing. The only reason why I followed Nick, I was a fan of Drumline and stuff and Wild 'N Out when I was growing up, but but the only reason why I followed him on Twitter was because he divorced Mariah Carey. I'm a huge Mariah Carey fan, and I heard that he was gonna make this mixtape. So I was like, what is he gonna say about my girl? So I just wanted to make sure.
So you was gonna be a troll.
Right? No.
Like, you know what?
No. I just wanted to make
sure. Gang coming for you.
Lamely for life. No, but I was just I just wanted to see what he was gonna say. Oh, please don't diss her. Please don't do that. And he didn't. So. Props to Nick. Props to Nick.
He resorted for the kufi. He put the thing. What is that?
Right.
The turban.
The turban.
Yeah, the turban.
He did his thing. So I followed him, and then it was in my feed. It was 1 a.m. one night, and I saw it on Twitter, and it said we're still looking for people to audition for Sign Me to Incredible Challenge, and I was like, yo, what? Still looking? When were you looking? So I clicked it, and all it said you had to do was write a verse to one of his records off of SoundCloud and submit it on Instagram, YouTube, or Twitter. So I woke up my mom. I was like, Ma, wake up. You got to get up. We got to go to the gym because I got to shower and do my hair and look decent because I got to make this video. Yeah. And so I did that. We went to a Walmart, in the back of the Walmart, and I sang my verse in the back seat of my mom's car, and everybody else who submitted had professional videos. They were in a studio. I was like, damn, I'm singing this live. Goodness gracious. So I submitted it.
You got Skeet over here, mind you. Let's take a break here. Let's identify with Skeet. Skeet is smiling. He's feeling your story.
Yo, it's real, man.
It is.
And you never know what nobody goes through in life.
Right.
Yeah.
And just what she's sitting here telling us and stuff, man. Yo,
No, the fact that you well put together, and I'm sure even in that scenario against all odds, you were still putting your best face on going out there. You know, so.
I did my best.
So going back to the story. Sorry, I looked over. He was beaming ear to ear. He was in the story. You feel me?
Yeah. Oh, so I auditioned. I was actually gonna try to edit it a little bit, but my computer literally exploded.
Oh, wow.
Like just, pew, and I was like, what? So I couldn't edit it and couldn't make it any better than what it was. And I sent it to Nick, tagged the Incredible Gang, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And literally, like, the next day, Nick retweeted it. And then maybe, like, 4 days later or so, I was at the laundromat. And, well, a person asked me for my information from Incredible. They're like, yo, we need your number, this and that. This and that. So I gave it to them, and then 4 days later, I was at the laundromat, and they called me, and they're like, yeah, this is so-and-so from Incredible. I said, what? They're like, yeah, so-and-so from Incredible. I was like, I could not hear them. And I was spelling it out because I did extra work, like, going on set to get a little bit extra money.
Right.
So they give you a description of what you have to do. So that's what I thought it was.
Yeah.
And they was like, no, Incredible with the NC. I was like, oh my God, this is Nick Cannon's stuff. So they were like, okay, Nick saw your video. He thinks you're really great. We're going to keep in touch. We'll probably give you a call, this and that. I said, okay, cool. Like, me and my mom are crying and stuff. A month goes by, and I'm in the top 4.
Wow.
So I'm like, okay. So I'm in the top 4. I'm chilling, Then I get another call. I get invited to the Hollywood, one of his premieres for King of the Dance Hall, his movie that came out on YouTube Red, I believe. And he invited me, and I met him. That was the first time I met him in person. And I was like, okay, how you doing? And he was like, yo, we got to work. Got to get in the studio, this and that, da-da-da. I said, okay, I'm ready, man. I've been doing this a long time, and I'm waiting, Let's go. And so shortly after that, we went into the studio, recorded Simple. You got that record, you probably might want to play that. Yeah, and we recorded that, and we recorded an EP, and we just gotta, I guess, go through the logistics, right? See whenever it comes out, but we did a lot of work. I also have some other songs with Nick Cannon. There's one called F Him. I don't want to say the curse word. Can I say? Can I cuss?
No, you can't.
Okay, good. So good. I filtered myself.
Ski. You can't. Right?
You can't do it.
He slipped. He was mad earlier about the Cowboys.
Oh, sad moment. Yeah, so I have that one. I have that song with Nick Cannon. It's called F Him.
Yeah.
And then the other one is called Waiting for Your Call, and those are already out too. So, we got a lot of stuff.
So going from it being a potential troll of Nick's, you ended up hopping on the song with Nick.
Nah, I was never gonna be a troll. I'm not that mean.
You was gonna come for his life. Don't lie.
You talking about Mariah? She's my girl.
No doubt. Right. So and in a weird sense, it sounds like that Tyree, the approach coming back full circle.
Right.
He was just reaching out to you, and in a strange sense of the connection between swag and being on Wildin' Out and that connectivity. Those didn't have anything to do with one another, correct?
Not at all.
No.
That's amazing.
That's just God working.
That's amazing.
It's
So
ordained.
Yeah, exactly. No, for sure.
Right.
That's powerful stuff, man. Yeah. I think I'm impressed by that story because I didn't know how the connection went together, and now we know. So that's dope.
Thanks.
So let's go into the next track. You mentioned it, Simple. And talk about what the track means to you.
So actually, this one, I usually write all of my songs by myself, but this one was actually given to me. And Diallo, he writes for Chris Brown. He wrote it, and I switched up some of the words, obviously, because it was actually written for Chris Brown or August Alsina.
Oh, wow.
And so it's like the girl perspective of keeping it simple. Either we loving or we doing something else. What do you want to do? Make up your mind.
Wow. All right. Straightforward. I like it.
That's
Real
what
talk.
it is.
Natalie Nichole in the building.
Keep
Live
it simple.
97.5, the OG show. Turn your radios up. The BS of the situation.
That's right. Tell me what we doing.
We rocking or we just?
Are we rolling? We rocking or we rolling?
Is you booting or you chilling for the
night?
Night? You feel
we
me?
scooting or booting. What we doing?
I got you.
They don't get no realer than that.
Yeah, nah. And I think that that's an important thing as far as music's concerned right now. You look at like your Kalani's is the first one I think of. She's a real raw and real artist, and
You discovered her too.
oh, for real?
Yeah.
Who, Nick?
Yeah.
Oh,
Got almost the same story.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm learning new stuff tonight on the OG show, Ski.
Facts.
So, but that real and that raw side of it, I think it plays well into your story and who you are. You've gone through a lot, and having a no nonsense approach at life, not just relationships or music or whatever. You go across the board. You know what I mean? Right. That's fire. And I said it halfway through listening to the song. You definitely have the vocal range that stands out. And I think that you got some substance. So let's talk about the 2020 project a little bit. First of all, when are you releasing it?
So that is coming out in March. I think it's going to be on the 11th. That's actually my niece's birthday, too. Shout out to my baby, Ashlyn. But, yeah, so March 2020, probably the 11th. And I'm so excited for it. We have a single that is like the main single. It's going to come out on New Year's Day. Okay. It is called Tell Him. Okay. And the video is spicy. Okay. And the greatest director from Philly, Theron, he, make sure you follow him, T.Lu_. He directs great videos, and he directed mine. And, we made the treatment together or whatever. We mixed our little ideas together. And, it's coming out in February, the video. That's right. Song coming out in January. And I'm excited. I didn't plan on this EP being themed, but it seems like it's that. And it's really describing all of my last year. And to me, it's a fruitation. It's finally becoming clear, the vision. And that's why I called it 2020. That word again? A fruitation. A fruitation. Like it's blooming.
It's coming to fruition.
Yeah.
Fruitation.
Yeah, there we go, fruitation. Yeah. I'm texting, sorry.
No.
So, I feel like the vision is finally coming clear. That's why I named it 2020, and it just happened to be 2020. Yeah. So, God was working. Right. So, I'm really excited about it.
So, what's the theme of the project? Is it everything we're talking about tonight? Rolled into one?
Yeah, so each song is basically describing a breakup that happened in the beginning of last year, and how I kind of transitioned through that breakup and kind of dated other people and had some little mishaps. Tell Him is one of the mishaps. It's very risque. So make sure you watch that video. It's very sexy and risque. And then it goes into me being able to be with my love, the love of my life. So it's really telling you how, I played the game, I played some people and ended up with the right person eventually, Gotcha. And that's the theme. It's just basically growing up, and finally finding the love that I really want.
Got you.
Yeah.
Got you.
Clear vision, 2020.
So to be clear, is this love that you want? Is this a human, or is this actually your music? Or
it's a human.
Okay, got you.
It has legs and arms and eyes and ears.
That's what's up.
Yeah. No, it's a human.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and
well, good for you.
I'm excited.
You've come full circle then, and you're telling your story through that.
Definitely.
Reshaping of who you are.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Some growth.
Everybody loves to hear that.
Facts. Me too. I'm glad I'm growing up.
Now, let me ask you this. What are you listening to right now? What do you like?
Well, I actually do listen to a lot of Kehlani. Okay. And her. I love her. There was this one song, oh my gosh. Can't even think of it right now, but it's by Kehlani. And it had just came out not too long ago, and that one, I think it's on some nights like this, I just want to text you before what. That one, it's nights like this. That one hit me. Kehlani, if you listen to this, God, that song is amazing to me. But I listen to a lot of Kehlani, a lot of her.
She's a super spiritual person.
Yeah, she is. Haley Kyoku. Yeah. She is very spiritual.
And she struggled with suicide, right? I mean, she's had a lot of suicidal, and she's been pretty kind of open about her struggle with that.
Which I think makes her so much better, because no one likes somebody who's like, no, I didn't do that. That didn't happen to me. What are you talking about? Like, I'd rather you be real. Like, I'd rather know that you're real like me.
Right. No doubt.
We all struggle.
Most definitely. I think that as an artist, being able to tell whatever story you're trying to tell and being real about that story you're telling, and so often in hip hop you find these cases where, they're not who they say they
are. A facade.
You feel me?
A facade.
And, when you could tell the story and be real through your
that
music,
makes you that much better.
For sure.
That makes you that much better.
Most definitely.
And then more people can relate to you. No one's thinking, they fake.
Yeah.
They ain't real. Well, why they saying that? They don't even have that for real.
Right.
But when you just come at it like a real person, people will hop on faster.
Yeah, most definitely. So, in addition to the project, you said you working on a mixtape too?
Yeah.
You going hard in 2020?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
We got a lot of things going on in 2020. I mean, I also write scripts and things like that. And homeboy Theron, he's up in here too. He's filming this right now.
I about to say he was with you the other night too.
Yeah, he killing the game, man.
And he literally had the same outfit on, but it was white.
Yeah,
So I feel like this is a look.
Gotta
for him.
coordinate.
He killing the game. Right
Facts
now. I
though.
ain't gonna hold you.
So yeah, he's filming that, and we might do some other projects together that are like TV shows that I've written and things like that. And he even got some things that he does too. So I mean, we all talented people working together, and just like Swag brings all these wonderful, talented people together. Y'all said that he's having that event tomorrow, the feeding the homeless.
Yeah, we're doing a community friendsgiving with our good friend Mac in the back.
So yeah, we all kind of just want to bring everybody together. And cause a ruckus in the best way.
And I was gonna say, touch on that the other night. You had an opportunity to be a part of that vibe. Right. How did you feel about it?
I think it was great. I mean, because I've been obviously homeless, so also being able to be a part of the giving back to the kids. I mean, I had a hard time when I was growing up too. I wasn't the richest, so the fact that they raised so many toys for the kids and turkeys and things like that, that's amazing. Like not many people are doing that, and Swag being at the level that he's at on Wild and Out and everything is still reaching back like that. Yeah. He's only getting bigger and bigger. You know what I mean? So it's like that's amazing. And then to involve,
you making sure 100 families are getting toys.
Right, exactly, and then to involve all these other artists too, and selflessly. Yeah. Like other people be like, nah, I can't have all these people on my show. It's mine. You know what I mean? Definitely. So I mean, I feel like it was a great experience, a great opportunity to give back, and everybody get to know each other. It's also a great way to network with other artists. Yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, and I think on Monday we're kind of getting in the trenches. We're going to go to the people that need it the most, and we're going to feed them. We would welcome you if you're free tomorrow to come through. I thought y'all were going to actually have it yesterday, and I was going to be a part of it, but I'm actually flying out early in the morning.
Oh, okay. So all right, no doubt.
I would have loved to.
Respect. Yeah, we were actually supposed to have it on Saturday, but unfortunately on the weekends they do like bag lunches for the people that need it. So, we coordinated with them on that first Monday, first opportunity we had. So we're looking forward to it, and we're going to do something again around Christmas time, so you're welcome to come to that as well.
I'm definitely going to try to make it back out here.
No doubt.
I can relate. I can definitely relate.
For sure. So before we let you go, talk a little bit about, where they can find you, all that good stuff. And let's get some shout-outs in, too.
Right. Okay, so what it do is your girl, Natalie Nichole, a.k.a. Miss N27, the Queen Dove. You can follow me on Instagram at Natalie_moments. On my Instagram, you can also find my podcast and things like that I do. We have an I Inspire show where I just give advice and, give some insight about what I go through on a daily to maybe help you guys. And we got Tyray in the building, the best manager in the world. Yeah. Shout out to Young Swag Entertainment and Young Swag for involving so many people and so many things and making awesome things happen. Goodness gracious! Shout out to the Feeding the Homeless tomorrow. I wish I could be there. I will be back though, so don't worry. And I guess that's all I really have to say. Just make sure you follow me on Instagram at Natalie_moments. We have so much coming, so just stay tuned.
Well, you definitely get the OG show Skeet. Do you agree?
Yeah, I just followed it too.
That's why he was in the line.
I saw the notification.
No doubt. So you're welcome to come back anytime. You know what I'm saying? And we definitely want to get that early, drop on that single that comes out New Year's Day. So
I'm gonna get Tyray to send it to you.
I don't know whatever that Sunday is, but we'll premiere it right behind that. You feel me? The first of the year. So we're looking forward to seeing big things out of you. You definitely radiate a good, great positive energy, and for everything you've been through, that speaks volumes to your character. So shout out to you, and thank you for coming through the OG show. All right?
Yes, thank you for having me.
No doubt. When we come back, we're gonna bounce back over with my man Mac Mizzle. We got Tyray in the building, and we're gonna talk about the community friendsgiving tomorrow. Ski heard. Stizzy had to go roll out and get more turkeys. Guys. You feel me? So we're gonna turn up one time.
All right. We got one more song.
Oh yeah, well, I'm tripping. Damn. You know what? We're gonna end this on a high note. So talk about Slide real quick and then introduce it one time for us.
All right, so Slide is actually the first record that I released with my manager. So it's a special record.
Okay. And, we hit 100,000.
Yeah, we got 100,000 streams in the first month. So
oh wow, that's fantastic.
It was amazing. Yeah, we still growing. So this is Slide. It's a fun summer song. I know it's winter, but you can get hot. You can get hot right now.
All right,
so here we go.
Live 97.5, the OG show. Natalie Nichole, turn your radios up.
So We just finished our interview here at 97.5, and it was really good. Got a lot of good connections. Everybody did, so that's always the goal for everyone. And man, it's been a long day. I'm pretty tired, but we're gonna go back to the crib and dump some footage. So we can get it to you guys who are all going to be watching this eventually. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching my, I guess, day with Natalie Nichole. You know, working in the studio and driving to the interview and all that good stuff. So just make sure you stay tuned for anything else that we do. Got a lot coming up in 2020, so stay with your girl. It's Natalie Nichole.
Tell that nigga you done found your real one. Talking little shit like he only reason that you know that I'm the one you creep on. Late night sleep over sneaking